I got some new stuff.
Baby.
Can't wait to get this rapping off. Some new stuff. Hey, what's going on, JDL Aliens? Got some new stuff, man, and you can see I'm super excited because this is different, man. I usually do a lot of audio stuff here, but now we're getting into some home portable theater stuff because we got the Nebula Solar Portable here from Nebula, which is a branch off of Anker. So Anker is the power company, our parent company, and they brought us this projector right here. I'm super excited about it because that's how I watch my content at home. We don't have TVs at our house. I just got this big old projector upstairs, and that's how I watch all my stuff. So what we got here, man, this is a good one. This is promising a lot. It's Android powered, so we got Android 9 Pie. We're a little bit out of date on that, Nebula. We need to get those updates for Android 10 and 11, okay? And then we got, okay, DLP 1080p 400 anti-lumens. All right, come on, man. We got a lot. Oh, so this was my thing right here. The automatic keystone correction. This is what really brought me to this thing. I mean, portable is awesome. We'll talk about battery life and all that stuff, but portable is awesome, but automatic keystone correction for me is a huge plus. So without further ado, let's bring my friend out, Mr. Meat. It's been a long time since Mr. Meat has gotten some exercise. You ready, bro? Ooh, yeah. Man, it's been so long. That new stuff. Baby. Don't act like you don't know how that New Kids on the Block jammed back in the 80s. Let's get this thing open, man. Dang, it just pops right out at you, man. Look at that. All right, so this thing is actually a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Look at this, look at that. All right, we got a little, I don't know what that is right there, a little sensor, maybe a little eyeball or something. We'll figure it out. Then we got the main lens right there. I don't see any adjustments, like physical adjustments on the front, so that just proves more to the automatic keystone correction and stuff like that. But now we can get into the back where we have the remote sensor, HDMI port, USB-C port, and then you got a USB port. And yes, there's the power button because you got to be able to turn this bad boy on. On the top here, you got a plus and minus. I'm not sure what this is right here. I guess we'll have to figure that out too. And these are touch capacitive buttons maybe, or just touch buttons. And that is pretty much it for all the interface on the physical box itself. In the box, you're gonna get a few accessories. First of all, you gotta have a remote because we talked about the sensor, but look at that right there. You got a little Google button right there. So it's got the Google Assistant built in, and they're not being cheap like Sony. They actually give you 2 batteries for that remote. And last but not least, you get this charging brick from Anker with that USB-C input right there and that very portable and flippable, there you go, 2-prong input right there. And it comes with the USB-C charging cable. A couple of things I do want to talk about regarding the bottom of this thing. On the bottom, you do have this. This is a 1/4-inch screw right here, so you can put it on a tripod or something, which reminds me, this thing right here is a great accessory for it. This is the Nebula tripod stand right here. Man, look at that. It's got its own tripod stand, but you got to get this separately. This is a separate purchase, but check this out. As a YouTuber, I've gone through a lot of tripods, and I got to tell you, man, this is definitely, as far as the mini stuff goes, this is definitely one of the best, most sturdy mini tripods I've ever had in my hands. So right here, we have this little screw right here that kind of lets this ball joint kind of move right there, and that's where your 1/4-inch is right there. So you can screw that right into the bottom of your projector. And then you got your Nebula branding right here. Then you have this collar. That way you can tighten everything up and it won't move anymore. Let me show you right there. So if I loosen it, oh, I'm sorry. This is for the collar. I'm sorry. This is for the swivel ball joint head right here. But let's tighten that up. And then we have this collar for this extension. So you got this extension. I'm not sure how long that is. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me back you up a little bit. Let's look. Let's see here. We got, we'll go from 0 to, man, I guess we can get from about 0 to 7 inches just like that. So y'all better stop that mess. I'm still laughing at myself. Okay, let's go back to the tripod. Here we go. So right here, you got the legs. They do not retract or extend. They just kind of fold out just like that. And man, these are some sturdy legs. Seriously, man, they are sturdy. You got to feel it in your hands to understand what I'm talking about. Right here, you do have another collar because you can actually kind of move this up and down if you want to. That way you can get even more extension out of this if you want to. So you have that 7-inch extension right there. So let's pull that all the way out and tighten it up. Then you have extension going right here if you need it. I love this tripod. This is seriously one of the best mini tripods I've ever held in my hands. But just in case you don't want to use the tripod, you actually have this little kickstand right here. Right here, this is kind of like a rubberized texture stuff or texture pad right here, but it does have a little kickstand and it just flips out just like that. And it's really stiff. That way you can get that perfect adjustment and it's not gonna move around on you by accident. So you can kind of flip that angle up if you want to. But enough of that stuff, man. I'm ready to get this thing lit up. See what I did there? Let's go to the other room and see how it all works out.
I'm not trying to be a headshot specialist.
Oh, hey, man. Let me turn this down real quick. Man, it wasn't even supposed to go down like this. I normally don't watch YouTube videos on TV. My man DVZN Media, who I'm watching right now, he told me he watches YouTube on TV, and I thought he was crazy for that, but man, this looks good. I'm checking out one of his videos right now, and it looks nice and sharp. Oh, wow. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to go down like this. I spent the last 40 minutes after setting this thing up just watching YouTube, man. It was super quick and easy. And I mean, what are we talking about? Like probably a total of 5 to 7 minutes between getting the app installed. It does have an app. I'll go to that first. So let me see if I can share my screen with you real quick. So as far as app connectivity, you have this right here. You got your home, and then you have a back, and as well as, this is where you can input stuff like if it's asking you for a password or something, or you need to type in a search, you can just do it right there from your phone instead of having to click it with the remote. You got this mouse pad where if you look on the screen, there's a little Mickey Mouse pointer finger there up at the top over there where the settings and the clock is right there. You know, I got the screen smaller for a reason. It's a reminder for me to show you some stuff later. But yeah, this is the app, and of course you got a volume toggle right there. So if you look up at the screen, you got your volume toggling as I'm kind of moving it with my finger here. So that is the app. But let me go in here and tell you about some of the other settings. So let's go in here. Let's hold this settings button right here. And then we get some stuff, man. It's connected to the internet. Oh yeah, by the way, you get it connected to your internet super fast and quick because it'll ask you for your Google account stuff. And that way you can have all your Hulu. Well, you got to log into Hulu, Netflix, and all that stuff, and HBO. But you log into your Google account and it lets you get into the Android software, which I did get an update for. It's updated to Android 9 point something now. So it's still not 10 or 11, but we're moving forward. But once you get it all in there, you can go into projector settings, okay? And then you can go into auto power mode. Let me see here. You know what? I need to make this bigger. So I left it small so I can show you this. It does have a screen zoom. It goes to a minimum of 70, which you saw the picture was really crisp and clean, but I'm gonna zoom it all the way into 100. That way I can fill up this 100-inch screen, okay? The screen you're looking at right now is 100 inches. And it blows up and it's still just as sharp. I was really impressed by that. It didn't get distorted or anything like that. This is one of the things I'm really excited about. So if you turn it off, you get your vertical keystone and then your horizontal, which you can do manually. Yes, that's good because sometimes, you know, the automatic stuff doesn't quite get exactly what you want. But when you're just trying to set this thing up real quick in a pinch, that automatic is so clutch. So let's leave it on automatic because it did a really good job there. Let's bring this back and then let's see what other features we got here. So you can project this thing, you can let it do auto, which it made my setup super easy. Front projection, rear projection, inverted front, inverted rear. So you got all the options here for this to literally be your home theater setup. Now, since it's portable, let's go in here to battery life, man, because if you go to projector settings, or was it power? Yeah, power mode. Okay, so with your power mode, you got auto. It says image brightness will automatically adjust to support 3 hours of battery life. That's enough for about a good long movie, you know what I'm saying? Like you could watch like Malcolm X or something like that, or Titanic, right? But that's gonna be it. Maybe you can get 2 movies in here if they're the shorter movies, like an hour, hour and a half long. But then you go into standard mode and that's gonna give you a little bit more brightness, which I do wanna get into. Let's make this thing a little bit brighter. It'll give you max brightness, but it's gonna reduce it to an hour and a half worth of battery life. And then battery mode, which is gonna conserve battery, which I guess, it's a low brightness and it supports 3 hours of battery life. So if you were concerned about how long can I have this thing out, about 3 hours at the lower brightness setting and about an hour and a half at the highest brightness setting. Oh, you know what? I saw some other settings in there I want to go into. So let's go ahead and go into, let's see here, audio settings. All right, so you can do that kind of stuff if you want to. It does have Bluetooth speaker mode, which, you know what? Let me go into that now. Hold on. Let me go into Bluetooth speaker mode and I'll play a little track for you. Oh, I did find out what that little button up top was for in the middle. That is a function, so you can actually press and hold that and it'll go into the different modes. Let's see here. Yeah, Bluetooth speaker mode. And let's turn up the volume a little bit.
Bluetooth connected.
Okay, it says Bluetooth connected. Now, let's get into some music, man. I want you to hear this thing and see how it sounds, because it can be used for a Bluetooth speaker. It sounds better than your average cheap Bluetooth speaker, but don't expect to be rocking a party with this. Here we go. You can use the remote to turn it up. Now, it's actually going to turn off the video, so you can't watch stuff and play music on your phone at the same time, but the remote still works. And it has a great sound. It really does. It's just not a party machine. You see what I'm saying? So it has that mode. But speaking of Bluetooth, you can also connect an outside, like an exterior Bluetooth speaker to this thing. I did try that out. It has no latency at all. So the lips are synced up with the sound via Bluetooth. I don't know what Bluetooth codec is using or anything like that, but it does work well with Bluetooth. So let's say you're at home or even outside, which is what I got this for. I'm actually getting a pool installed at my house. And I want to use this outside so I can watch Seinfeld in my pool, you know what I'm saying, on the big screen. So you can connect this via Bluetooth. So that's really, really cool. Let's get back into this video. So on this, you got all the controls you want for whatever video you're watching, whether it's YouTube. You have your YouTube controls like fast forward. See, I'm fast forwarding through the video. You got play, pause, and stuff like that. Even your menu buttons for the app you're using, such as Hulu, Netflix, and HBO and stuff like that. So you can see right here, man, how bright and crispy that image is. This is 100 inches you're looking at. It could possibly be 110. I'm not sure how big this is actually. I think this is a 110. This is a 110 inch screen right here. And I'm about, you know what? Let me go check. Let me go do some steps here. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12 steps away as far as footsteps away. So that's about how far you got to be to cast a, what is this, a 110 inch image. Now, as far as my experience goes, so far it has been great. I didn't feel the need to plug in any external speakers. The fan is quiet. I'm sitting right here. It's literally at my coffee table. I'm eating, you know, food. I'm having my drinks and I'm not being disturbed. Listen, that fan is ultra quiet. Seriously, while you have the sound up, you can't hear that fan at all. That is always my #1 complaint about projectors. This thing is portable, 3-hour battery life, super quiet fan, which is huge for me. You don't need to connect external speakers to it. It's got the HDMI port, so you can plug in your PlayStation and stuff like that if you want to, or an external source like a DVD player. Crispy image, man. Look at this, man. Look at that man's hand. You can see all his hair coming out of his hand. Hey, it's a great projector, man. Look at the detail that I'm seeing here. So I'm not going to even argue whether it's actually 1080p or not, whether it's native. I don't even care. I know what I'm getting right here. It's not overly saturated. You can go in and tweak all the, you know, the picture that you want to, but as it comes out of the box, I have absolutely no complaints about the picture, the hues, the saturation, the sharpness, nothing, not one complaint. It's really a set it and forget it kind of machine. And that's what it takes to be a portable projector. I think it has everything it needs except 2 things. If it's going to be portable, it should come with a case, and it definitely should come with a lens cap, okay? It needs some type of lens cap, whether it's going to be, you know, a separate one or retractable. So hopefully on the next rendition, we get something like that. But as it is right now, I'm loving this thing and I'm so happy to have it. I'm no expert in this kind of stuff, but I do know entertainment, and this right here, that's what's up. Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and finish binge watching my guys' videos right here. But until we see each other again, y'all make sure y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me get this straight. You sat through this whole video, the whole thing, and never once decided to hit the subscribe button or the like button? Man, it'd be the ones closest to you. I'll see how you are.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?